Hey there, what's up guys? This is Ellie and welcome back to a Let's Play of Eagle Eye Mysteries. Today we shall take Jake on our quest to wrap up the last case of Book 1. Choose a mystery. Right, today's case... Where is it? Alright, Case of the Antique Autograph. Let's go. And now, a little backstory on our case. Eagle Eyes, Jake here. Jake, you've got to help me. I just got a great deal, I think. But I also blew my birthday money. My mom's gonna kill me. What happened? I bought an autograph of George Washington for $50. It's in great shape. Only I started thinking, how do I know it's real? I may not be American, but George Washington autograph? We can find out if it's real. Where are you? I'm at Taylor Park. I was supposed to put $25 in the bank and spend the other $25. If my mom finds out I spent it all, I'll be grounded till I'm 65. For $50, I don't know. We'll be right there. I mean, of course, this was a 1993 game. $50 may have been a lot of money. At that time, I think I was getting maybe like locally about equivalent of maybe $6 a week for pocket money. When I was a kid then, maybe my bias or perception of money has been a little skewed at the time, but I thank my parents all the way. Anyway, let's head to Taylor Park and figure out what is the problem. George Washington. Bobby's a great guy and a good friend of ours. We have to help him figure out if he was ripped off, which is, in my opinion, most likely what happened. And let's make a couple of predictions here. Moriarty? Let's figure it out. Bobby Garcia. I was in the mall at the baseball card show that ends today. There's a bank there, so I was going to deposit my $25 and then spend the other $25 like my mom said I could. This one booth had nothing but autographed baseballs. I wanted to buy cards, so I was about to leave, but the guy asked me, "Ever seen a George Washington autograph?" He shows it to me and it looks real. Then he tells me I can buy it for $100. When I told him I only had $50, he said he'd make me a deal. So I said, okay, and bought it. Check it out. The autograph is on a smooth piece of paper, yellowed with age and framed in an old oak frame. It reads, Geo Washington, U.S. Army, 1781. Tucked into the back of the frame is a business card that says, King's House of Cards, Jackie Q. King, owner. There's no address or phone number on the card. We have to get to the mall before that show closes. Otherwise, we may never see this Jackie King again, and Bobby may have lost his money. Right, let's head to the mall then. Although there's no real-time crisis here, but the mall, Ridgeview Mall. This looks like a great card show. I've been meaning to come check it out. Look, there's the booth for King's House of Cards over there. Hi there, kids. Which one of these autographed baseballs you want? I've got all the stars. Jackie King looks like the typical salesperson with a pitch and everything. We wanted to ask you about a George Washington autograph you sold to one of our friends. Sorry, kids, but that was a one-of-a-kind item. I bought it from the grandmother of one of my shop's regular customers. I do have this Babe Ruth autographed baseball, though. This ball is over 50 years old. Only $200. If it was a real autographed item, I think prices would be much higher, which is why it's pretty suspicious to me right now. The baseball marked autograph by Babe Ruth that Jackie King has displayed is bright white. The signature reads Babe Ruth. The signature has a small smudge across it. See the smudge on the autograph? Lots of dealers wouldn't point it out, but I'm honest, so I will. If that smudge were there, the ball would be worth $500. So he pretends to devalue his items and sell it for cheap, with inverted commas. Oh well. Let's go do a little research. See if you can dig up any information on what George Washington's signature and Babe Ruth's signature looks like. Bobby asked us not to get help on this case from his mother, Mrs. Garcia. He'll tell her the truth about spending his birthday money tonight. Until then, the library is off limits. Maybe the Richview Historical Society will have some clues that will help us. Right, let's... Well, George Washington never came to Richview because our town wasn't founded until after he died in 1799. But let's see what we can find. Okay. You might find something interesting in this box. It's filled with letters donated by the Blackman and Hartman families. Be very careful with them, please. The paper is old and delicate. Both those families moved to Richview back in the 1850s, before the Civil War. Some of the letters were saved from long before the 1850s, though. There may be letters there from the Revolutionary War, when George Washington led the army. The Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4, 1776, and the Revolution lasted 7 years until 1783. I guess if you are an American, this will be a great little bit of history fact for kids. So if you're watching this, good sorts of education all around. We had geography, lessons on how to spot fakes, and now a little bit of history on George Washington. This letter is from a member of the Blackman family. It is dated from 1781. Wow, that's the same year as the autograph. How convenient. The letter begins, Dearest Anna, with Yorktown won, we hope the war will soon be over, and I will be coming back to your arms once more. General Washington has decreed that the Continental Army, to which he and I have longed for 6 long years, shall release me to return home within the month. How fascinating! A letter from a soldier in the Continental Army. The Constitution that set up the U.S. wasn't even written until 7 years later in 1788. So the Constitution was in 1788. I need to go back and check the dates again, but probably some sort of clue there already. The Richview newspapers only go back to 1841. That's when the first newspaper started in our little town. Your autograph is from 1781, 60 years earlier. Okay, so this was a little timing thing. That tells us our autograph is 1781, Constitution was 1788. Let's keep these facts in mind as we go hunt up for more clues. We have the baseball cards and the monkey antiques. Let's go check out if let's check out if Babe Ruth's signature is authentic. For me, I've heard of Babe Ruth. Don't know. Baseball isn't such a major sport here in Singapore, so actually not really it's not a major sport at all. Maybe some people play softball, but no real leagues or anything. Yep, so he was a famous slugger, if that's what you call him. I don't know his batting averages and whatnot, but probably one of the better baseballers. Alright. Andy Hill runs Hill's baseball card shop. I wonder why he didn't get a booth at a card show. Well, if you have an actual store and the town's pretty small, who knows? Let's ask him why. Hi, Jake. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Andy. Why aren't you at the card show in the mall? Too expensive. They wanted $80 a table, and I'm already paying for my shop here. It's slow today, but tomorrow the show's over and my customers will come back. We're trying to figure out if this George Washington autograph is genuine. Can you give us any help? Let's have a look. I know a little bit about baseball players' autographs, but I've never seen a George Washington autograph before. In general, the only way to know an autograph is genuine is to ask the famous person to sign it for you. If you watch them do it, you know it's for real. Are there lots of fake autographs out there? Most autographs that people sell are genuine, but there are a lot of fake ones around too. It's really hard to be sure, but there are some clues. It looked like this paper was signed with an old fountain pen or quill, like they really used in those days. Ballpoint pens and felt tips weren't invented until much later. I wish I could tell you more about it. I don't see anything about it that proves it's real, but I don't see any proof it's not real either. So Mr. Andy here is on the fence. The glass case contains many baseball cards with prices on their plastic sleeves. There is one autographed baseball. The old baseball is a brownish yellow with the autograph Lou Gehrig on it. A sign beside it reads, "Not for sale." Sorry, but that's not for sale. It's about 60 years old. I just keep it here at the shop to show people. Lou Gehrig was a great slugger who played with Babe Ruth. How much would I have to pay to buy a ball like this, autographed by Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig? I mean, it's all yellowed and everything. Any old ball turns yellow or brown. Many are covered with shellac, a coat of clear paint to protect the ink. But that makes them turn even more yellow. I guess it's a type of varnish or something like that. Even like this, you'd pay $4,000 and up for a ball autographed by Gehrig or Ruth. So our expert here has a starting figure. $200, way too cheap. Throwing up red flags everywhere. Right, let's check the antique store. See what sort of information our lovely lady here can give us. Good idea, Ellie. An antique shop might know about old autographs. We don't sell autographs, children. It's hard to prove they aren't forgeries, and we guarantee that everything we sell here at Brass Monkey Antiques is authentic. I'm certain that a real George Washington autograph will be worth hundreds of dollars. The owner, Mr. Edwards, might know more, but I'm afraid he isn't here. A framed document is on the wall of the shop. The document is a reproduction of George Washington's farewell address. The frame is intricately carved with trailing vines and flowers. The label attached to it reads, Frame circa 1796 Cherry. American, probably Virginia or Carolinas, 595. Miss Polaria, is this an authentic George Washington autograph? Oh no, children, it's the frame that's for sale. The letter is a reproduction we placed there so the frame wouldn't be empty. You can buy those reproductions at back stores and gift shops. Circa 1796, however, is a Latin word that means the frame was made about 1796. It is authentic. Thank you, ma'am. We just wanted to look at the signature on the page. The George Washington signature on the wall at Brass Monkey Antiques looks very much like the autograph Bobby bought from Jackie King. Okay, I think we have all the information we need to solve this. We have visited all the locations. So let's head back to Taylor Park and make our claims. Come and look at our signature again. Okay, let's make our claims. Smooth piece of yellow. George Washington. Too little information. Until after 1788. All right. There we go. Let's, whoops. Let's hit that solve button. I think you figured out whether the autograph is genuine or fake. Pick the 5 clues that you think solve the case. Right. The timing was important because, according to this, 1781, U.S. Army, George Washington. But before 1788, there was no U.S. Army. So the signature was either predicting the future or a fake. So this too, there is. The Babe Ruth one is also bad info. The Babe Ruth is a bright white ball, $200, but an actual baseball will turn yellow and it's cost more, right? So that's another clue that he is forgery. And Miss Polaria says a real George Washington autograph would be worth hundreds of dollars. I guess these 5 clues will help. Those are the clues we needed. Now, is the autograph real? If you think so, choose George Washington. If not, choose the person who you think is responsible for the fraud. Well, it's probably not his signature or he was a prophet. Bobby Garcia is pretty innocent apart from the fact that he didn't check his sources and spent money unwillingly. But today's criminal, in this case, is the conman Jackie King. That's it. The autograph is a fake. The autograph says Joe Washington, U.S. Army, 1781. Bobby Garcia bought the autograph from Jackie King at the baseball card show for $50. Miss Polaria told us a real autograph would be worth hundreds of dollars. Jackie King showed us a Babe Ruth autograph on a milk white baseball. He offered to sell it to us for $200. He said he was over 50 years old. But Andy Hill showed us a ball signed by Lou Gehrig, who played with Babe Ruth. It had yellowed with age. They said a real ball autographed by Ruth would cost over $4,000 and wouldn't be clear white. The Ruth baseball was a fake. We knew that Jackie King was a crook, but that wouldn't get Bobby his money back. We still needed proof the autograph was a phony. The letter Mrs. Arnold showed us was from a soldier in the Continental Army in 1781. It was called the Continental Army because it was set up by the Continental Congress in 1775, a year before the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4, 1776. The autograph says Geo Washington, U.S. Army, 1781. In 1781, he commandeered the Continental Army. The United States and the U.S. Army weren't organized until 7 years later in 1788. All right, the Courier puts the story of Jackie King's arrest on the front page. Ellie did a great job of proving that creep tried to rip Bobby off with a fake autograph. Score one more for the good guys here in Richview. Let's see that article. Fake autograph scam exposed. Thanks to the combined efforts of the Eagle Eye Detective Agency and Richview resident Bobby Garcia, police today arrested long-time autograph forger Jackie King. As Jake explained, Jackie King sold Bobby a George Washington autograph for $50, but Bobby had a feeling he might have been swindled, so he brought the case to us. Ellie figured out that Mr. King created the fake George Washington signature and added the line U.S. Army 1781 to the paper. We showed the police that in 1781 George Washington led the Continental Army and that the U.S. Army wasn't formed until several years later. That gave them the proof that they needed to arrest Jackie King. Police Chief Barnes added, Ellie showed that by studying America's past, we could solve a mystery today. Jackie King is wanted in 3 states for cheating kids and adults with fake autographs on baseballs and other items. Now he'll have plenty of time to study our nation's history in jail. That wraps up the case. Scrapbook 1 is full. Let's just have a peek at it. I think it just shows all the newspaper articles from all our previous cases. Yes, it is. Let's see if we can get out of here. All right. So that's the end of book 1. In future episodes, might not be too far off, might be a little while. I'm having a pretty major life event coming soon. So may not be posting for a while. You notice that I have a bit of a delay after cleaning up my videos in the channel. And thanks guys for supporting me. If you've enjoyed the series so far, do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. And every little bit helps, so thank you very much. Right, see you guys in the next videos, whenever that next one will come up. And as usual, this is Ali signing out.